Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. It's the 8th of September 2024. Excuse the chickens in the background there. Mark's chickens are going nuts. And they're making my chickens go nuts, and they're making Yvonne's chickens go nuts, and they're making Steve's chickens go nuts as well, and Pete's, they're all at it. And Buttercup's fast asleep here. Just typical that. But yeah, we've been around the car boots this morning. Just got back. Well, we've been back about an hour now. It's coming up to 10 o'clock. The shop will be opening shortly. We bought a few things, a few coins. I'll share them though next week then, because the video's quite long actually, and I don't gonna have enough time to show you them as well. But this week we started off with, we had a fantastic storm. When I say fantastic, really powerful winds. Let me show you. Well, the wind is atrocious today. I've just noticed my mate's greenhouse door swinging in the wind. That won't do it any good. Yeah, it won't do it any good. It's unbelievable. Need something propping up against it really. See if we can find something. Otherwise it's going to open again, and well, it's got the bloody window open and it's got a westerly wind blowing. This west is coming, the wind's coming from this direction, so that's going to, you can see what's happened. It's filled up with air and pushed the door open. Unbelievable. I'm going to have to go back in there and fasten it down. Bloody hinges is coming off here. Look at this. Brand new greenhouse. Unbelievable. Oh well, I'll have to put the camera down to sort this out. I'm kidding, a gust of wind just hit that then. It nearly blew right over. I put the window down, so it should be okay. Put a block there in front of the door. But I'm not kidding you, the gust of wind there what just hit me nearly blew me bloody over. Oh, you got lucky there. Looks like Deborah's thrown the frame together here. She should have put the bloody top on as well. put the roof member across. But at least, oh god, here she is. At least she's given me the measurements now to build the base. So tomorrow morning I'll come along with my tape measure and I'll cut the base to suit, and we'll screw it all together and screw the wood at the base, and then what we can do then is fasten the base to the paving stones. I think that's what we're going to have to do. But yeah, it looks like she's been busy. I think she sent me a few messages actually on my WhatsApp. So, yeah, at least it's done. It's blowing a bloody hooler. Look at her here. Well, tomorrow morning I'll cut the wood, screw it all down, and jobs are good. Well, I don't know if this is picking this up here, but this greenhouse, the wind's hit it, that bet broke the glass here. All the sides gone. And the glass is all dropped down here as well and all broke. Yeah, this bloody wind's terrible. So people whoever's walking past here's got to be dead careful. Otherwise they get cut to ribbons. Well guys, I've come down tonight. It's the 5th of September. The time now is coming up to, it's just coming up to 7 o'clock in the evening. And we've got some really strong winds here. Got gusts up to, well, it must be 40-50 mile an hour when they lash. Been watching that polytunnel there, it ain't half taken hammering. Save that greenhouse there. The door was wide open, and the window in the roof was open, and everything inside was getting, well, it was in a real bad way. Now it's stable, fortunately. That thing there, how the hell it's staying together I don't know, but it is. And like I said, the apples on the trees are still managing to stay on the trees, which is amazing. Buttercup's sat up there, she's fine. This greenhouse is, whoa, good God. Look at that, it's blowing a hooler. They say it's the most dangerous place to be when it's blowing wind like this is on an allotment, because the chance of glass flying out everywhere and cutting you to ribbons. I don't want to tempt fate, but yeah, just look at them trees there giving it some. The apples, look at the apples. I can't believe they're not falling off. But then again, wow, good God. I hope the camera's picking all this lot up. But yeah, the wind is terrible, and if that's here tomorrow, it'd be a miracle. Yeah, how the apples stayed on the trees, I'll never know. Luckily, my sweet corn was still up, standing up, but 50 mile an hour gusts. I mean, there was vicious. My mate Matt got away with his greenhouse again. I saved his greenhouse for the 4th time. I tell you, he's pushing his luck with that greenhouse. He needs to sort the door out on it. He will come one of these days that it'll be completely destroyed. Steve over the other side of the allotments, his greenhouse had lost a lot of glass, as you saw. Well, he lost the glass and all the glass had slipped. His mother come on about an hour after that and she was strimming, and I said, whatever you do, don't go into the greenhouse. She says, why? I said, well, have you seen it? She says, no. And she looks and went, oh my God. I said, don't go anywhere near it, it's too dangerous. Just leave it until the winds abate, then you can, you know, get Steve to go in there and sort it out. So she did. But he lost a few of the panels. He's going to have to get some perspex, because that greenhouse itself, that wooden one, was 40 years old. That I remember moving that twice, that greenhouse, over the years. Well, it's almost bitten off its mortal coil. You could see the glasses slipped. There's a few other greenhouses as well which got a bit of a battering. I'm surprised that Louise's polytunnel, that green thing, what was looking at there in the video, is still here. How the hell that survived, I'll never know. A friend of mine, Chung, her roofing felt's blown off. She said, have you got any roofing felt, Mark? I said, well, hang on, didn't I give you a roll of that? She said, yes, but the lad who put it on didn't do a very good job and it's all torn off. Oh, well, why didn't you ask me to do it? She said, well, I didn't think. I said, well, I have to have a look around the see if I've got any. I probably have. So I said, I'll get back to you. So yeah, there was a few people got it with the wind, and fortunately Buttercup, she's safe here, and these greenhouses are built like bunkers, so she was fine. Moving on from that, I'm going to show you what we've been taking home this week. A few harvests. I went into the community room to wash my hands, and inside there was this box which says free to a new home. Let me show you what we've got. Well, I do believe my mum will wish she hadn't asked me to bring her some apples and pears, because I brought her some baking Bramley's baking apples. There's conference there. There's several different varieties: Cox's Pippin, Golden Delicious. There's a couple of other eating apples in there as well, and that's what she wanted, some apples and pears, so that's what I'm bagging up now. They're my garlic, they're staying here. I'm also taking some onions home as well, and they're in the bag there. They've all dried out, I've cleaned them up, they're coming home as well. I'm leaving a few of these though, these apples here. When you bite into these, they're red inside them, lovely. Anyway, some Bramleys there to make apple pie. And well, she can do what she wants with a bag of apples and pears there. Right, I'm going to get them all bagged up and go and drop them off at her house. That should make her happy. Well, I'm just giving Buttercup a breakfast. I think I got a bit carried away. However, it is that time. Little bugger. She will eat it eventually. What's she like? Can't jam it down her throat, but yeah, that'll be gone. And if it isn't, well, if it's not gone by the time I leave here, I guarantee you there'll be some hedgehog running around the allotment, been wormed. Hey, what's this? Yeah, what's that there? Hey, look at that. Oh, it's nice, yeah. You little bugger. It needs to be the same colour, really. Oh well, I'll keep you posted whether she eats it or not. So I'm sat in the middle greenhouse with Buttercup. Oops. I've been eating too many of them, guys. I've got hiccups, if you can believe it. We've been picking all these tomatoes, cherry tomatoes here, and we've got a pile over here. Cherry. Oh, these are raspberries which we've picked from the back there. We've got them all now. I'm absolutely soaking wet. Like I said, there's lots more of these tomatoes in here. Look in here, there's lots of grapes as well. These are Black Hamburg. And yeah, I'm stuck in here with Buttercup at the moment. It's not stopped raining all morning. Some garlic there, I've got to split that. That's going to be my seed garlic. But look at that, I was supposed to be making a perimeter for this bed. Clearly I can't work outside, and I was also going to work on Eva's base on a greenhouse. Again, I can't do now because, well, look at the weather. It's shocking. Anyway, I'm going to collect the eggs, and then I think we're going to sneak off and leave Buttercup in the greenhouse. She's fine, trust me. I will be back later on, and she better eat that bloody tablet there which is inside there. It's a worming tablet. She had it in her mouth twice and spit it out. She plays with it, she will eat it, and if she doesn't, when the hedgehogs come in there, they'll eat it, and they'll be wormed. So I will come back and I will get her with the worming drops, and along with the flea drops as well. I think it's that time to get her cleaned up. Not that she needs cleaning up. She's been whining all morning while I've been here. Now she shuts up when I turn the camera on, you know, just to spite me. Oh well. So we'll get these into the car and maybe get some of them, I think. Watch this space. Well, it's going to take 6 eggs home until the flask just dropped down and broke that bloody egg there. But yeah, a few Ladiva there, and there's Shirley F1 hybrids. The big one there. They're just Ladiva. That one's got a little bit too big. And it's dropped the bloody flask right on the egg. Typical. Oh well, not a big problem. Really? I don't care. That box is too small for you. Yeah, you're good trying to get in it though, won't you? What you're looking at, guys. Occam's razor. That might just happen to you if you don't bugger off. Schrodinger's cat comes to mind as well. Yeah, that give you the shivers, didn't it? Stick you in that box with an isotope and close the lid, and the theory goes you'd be dead and alive at the same time. But there you go. Right. Anyway, no, I'm really. I just noticed this in the community room, and it says free to a good home. Well, I think it's found its good home, And what it is, it's an hydroponics system. Looks pretty cool. It'd be perfect for doing my greenhouses, putting these little nozzles in. Got lots and lots of pine here, and all these little attachments. How cool is that? They come with it, and then you got all the cable ties and all the different adapters, all the pipe adapters, and yeah, all there. That's fantastic. Whoever's left it in there, thank you very much. It will be most appreciated, and it will. There's enough of it there, so it'll probably go into this greenhouse here. And no, I don't know about this greenhouse. It might go into the front greenhouse. We haven't decided yet. So excited, but we can't do it this year. But it's definitely going to get used. And yeah, we'll put it in the tomato pots. We'll set up a tank out here, and we can drip feed the tomatoes, so we never have to water them. And we probably will have to deal with them halos. However, I like to grow them in the halos, so you know, we're gonna leave them in the halos no matter what. But we can put the pipes in and drip feed them. Yeah, it's blowing a hoolie today. I'm surprised all the apples are still on the trees. They won't be there for much longer, because as they get a weaker grip of the branch, they'll fall off. Trouble is, when they fall off, they hit the deck. You've got to eat them straight away, or they bruise really easily. But other than that, everything's doing wonderful. The fruit trees are anyway. I did notice as I was driving here, some of the leaves on some of the trees, as I was coming down to the allotments, was falling off the trees, especially around Worsley, that area. The leaves are everywhere, all over the roads, and like some lovely colours, yellows, golds, and copper coloured leaves flying all over. Basically what it is, the chlorophyll's been sucked out of the leaf. The leaf has then been cast off the tree, and that's what happens. And normally I come along with a big bag and I collect all the leaves. So we're collecting all these leaves, that's for sure. We bag them up, throw them at the back of the plot, in the compost bins. So we come back 6 months later, we've got bags there, and we come back and the bags have all rotted down, and we just tip the bags onto the beds, and you got leaf mulch. So it's a win-win. So yeah, there'll be leaves everywhere shortly. I better make sure my leaf blower's working correctly. In fact, it might be wise to buy a brand new one of them. That way I don't have to keep faffing about with it, try to getting it started. It's easy once you get it started, it's great, but it's a nightmare getting it started. But it does make lighter work of things when you blow all the leaves into a corner somewhere and you can collect them. Anyway, Buttercup's crashed the party here. At least I've got my coffee to hand, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to sit here for a while, and we're going to have a drink, and I've got a few tasks to do this week, and we'll show you what we're going to do later on in the video. Alright, so it's just out of reach. I don't care, I want my flask, and you're gonna have to, oh god, there we go, I can reach it now. So perfect. So yeah, we've got a little hydroponics system there. Great stuff, and it didn't cost me a penny. What's your problem, eh? What's your problem, really? I know, but you're stopping me from doing my video. You're gonna give me a minute? You are? Okay, I'll take you up on that. So we've just took the last of the tomatoes out of the front greenhouse. Really? I said a minute, that's not a minute. Let's sit back over there and behave. So there's a few green ones left in there, but I'm just going to pull them all out tomorrow. There, my garlic. So yeah, I'm going to throw them in the car now so I don't forget them. Some nice tomatoes. So yeah, my mother won't be asking me again for apples and pears. Not for a few weeks anyway. When I took him round, she seen the face. She said, I only wanted a few. I said, well, you've got a few there. She says, I'll bring you some more next week. She says, don't bother. So yeah, the tomatoes and everything we took out the front greenhouse. We're going to show you. We've actually been working in there this week. I'll show you what we've done in a bit. But yeah, with the box, Schrodinger's box there, that's what I was calling it. That little drip system. I'm going to be using it in here. I think there's enough to do all the tomatoes in here. We'll set an IVC up or something, and we'll give it a go next year. It's too late now, obviously, because everything's it's almost coming to a head. The tomatoes, well, we've been eating these tomatoes like they're going out of fashion. I've been stuffing my face this morning with them, to be quite honest with you. Anyway, moving on from that, because like I say, we can't do that with that drip system until next year. I did say last week we was going to be building my friend Eva a base for the greenhouse. So I'm going to show you now what we've been doing. I know I was thwarted a few times to get this thing even off the ground. I said to Deborah, a friend of mine who's helping to build it, I said leave the bolts out so I can build the frame, build the part of the frame so I can get the measurements for the base. What she do, she took the bolts and she put them in the shed. Well, couldn't get in the shed, so I couldn't get the bolts to do it, so that was one day lost. Then I come on the next day and she built the base, she built the frame so I could measure it. The trouble is she moved all the paving stones, didn't she, the little bugger, and moved all the paving stones out of we spent half an hour leveling it, making it perfect, and when she moved them out, she moved them all off the show. So it's got to be redone. So you'll see in the video what she's done. Could kill her. And yeah, then there was the case of the door where was the door. So let me run this clip. Now you got to remember, I've got people around me, so I can't record them. So I've had to do the best I can with this clip. But let's show you. You're going to at least see the base anyway on this this greenhouse. It's turning out to be a lovely day. We still got all the solar panels on the roofs there. It was bad last night. That wind, them trees were bent over double over there, and yeah, it was a bit airy. But we're not out of the woods yet because I've not got round to my plot, so we're gonna just drive round now. I've just got my toolbox here. I've got to do a job for Eva. Finishing off the base of her greenhouse today. I just got to go and measure it, how much the wood is, and then screw it all together, and then I've done what I promised I would do. But yeah, last night them trees over there were bent double. It was really bad. Well, got leaves everywhere here. Like I say, I expected all this last night. Oh, and there she is, the star of the show. Well, yeah, you're all right, babes. Come on, let's go and give you a dinner. Yep. Well, the greenhouses had I knew would survive the night, and the winds and everything. I say I built this place, this allotment, all my greenhouses to last through, survive hurricanes. So therefore, that's a treat for the chickens. There's just some leftover lettuce, so I'll throw that in there. I'm coming. I'm just going to go and give Buttercup a breakfast, give the chickens a treat, and then we'll go and measure this base on the greenhouse, so over the other side of the allotments. I think that's what we're going to do. But yeah, can you hang on one moment, sweetheart? I'm just going to go and check something down here. Yep, greenhouse is still there. It's sweet corn. This is what I want to see. Yep, sweet corn's still there as well, which is amazing. My girls are alive. They're alive. They're alive. Got to top that water. There's a water butt over. Oh no, that one's full. It's that. Oh, is it? Yeah, that one's half. That one's 3/4 full. The other one over there is empty. I need to fill that one. There's a bucket of water over there for them. I brought it down last night, but the wind was too strong, so I knocked it on the head. Right, anyway, let's go and sort her out. Really, Buttercup. All places to part your backside. I'll tell you what she was doing there. Right, so I'll see you in a bit, guys. Well, there you go. Buttercup's eating her breakfast, which gives me the opportunity to give her a comb. She loves this. There you go. Oh. Oh. Gets all the fur off, and that's better on that than on me. Right, anyway, so Buttercup's she's got a breakfast, she's stuffing her face, she's been groomed. Next job. Chickens, go and give them the treats and fill that water bottle up. So there you are, the girls have got a treat. Water's been filled up. They've got 3/4 of a tub of egg-layers pellets. That one's full to the top, and there's the oyster shell. Clean floor, loads of food, clean bedding in there. They're very happy chickens, and that's how you should keep your chickens. If you don't keep them in these sort of conditions with food and water and everything nice and clean and sterile sort of thing, don't get them, because it's cruel. Anyway, they're done. Now I've got to go and do some measuring to build a base for a bloody greenhouse. All will become clear later on in the video. Well guys, I've just measured the greenhouse up to put this. This is going to be a base, this, and it's 1940 by 2595, but you've got to take 40, you've got to take 80 off, so it should come to 2515. And what we've got to do now is take these over to my plot, cut them to size, come back here, fix them in, screw them in, screw them all the way around the base, screw them, make a frame. Then that's it. They can sit on it, and we can see where, get it all nice and level, get the roof in the top here, which is over there, all the slats in, and then they can start thinking about putting the glass in. So we got this wood here. Now, like I said, these have got to be 1940. Let's see how close they are to 1940. Wow. So that's how much we got to play with there. Flip that over. In fact, let's use me square. Yes, the saw is a square. So there's the width. Now what we need to do is cut the length. Just cut this one to size. to size, that piece. So move that out of the way. What I'm faced with here is two bad ends. So I need to cut this bit off here and then turn it round, then cut it from the other side, so I've got two clean ends. So it's just a matter of right. Now, hopefully I haven't cut it too short. So we want 25/15. So all I need now is screws and my drill. I'm gonna get everything together here. We'll get over there and then we can start screwing the base on. I think that's the plan. So what we're doing, we've sat this on its base. This is going to be its base now, because obviously you've got a lip here and there's no lip there, so you can't sit it flat. So we've had to make this base anyway. I've got it all on now. I've got to do is just manoeuvre it about, screw all these down here, and the job's a good one. I'm not far off finishing it. I've got my screwy gun, I've got my screws. I'm using 2-inch screws to go into it, and then I'm going to put some brackets here. I haven't got them yet. I'm still waiting for Deborah to shape herself, but hey, it is what it is. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So I'm going to have at it. Well, I've got the base cut and fixed on. It's all there, ready to go. We've got to put the roof in yet, all the struts. There's just one small problem. I can't find the door. The door's missing. Now the roof and everything's up here, just here. All these there's loads of racking and whatever, but yeah, there's the roof, but can't find the bloody door. So the door is missing. Well, I found the door and I found the opener for this this shed. Now Deborah's going to come down tomorrow and she's going to put the struts in the roof, and I'll come and fix the door and the opener, and we're going to screw it to the base over here. See, I built a wooden base. This is all tannalised wood, this, which we've used to build the base. So I've screwed it all down. Now she's got to level it. Now when this was all closed, when this was all together, it was perfectly level. However, my dear friend Deborah has moved them out and moved them all out of position. So I told her how to put it back together. So once she's done that, apparently they're going to put gravel in here, and then they've got to put the roof on, and then I come and fit the door, and I've anchored it. I put some L-shaped brackets here, and we'll stop the greenhouse from moving. Then it won't move because it'll be fixed to these paving stones. So anyway, look at the gaps. The greenhouses I normally fit at 8 foot by 6 foot dead, and the frame just sits on these paving stones perfect. However, this one's 6'4" by 8'4", and that's why you got gaps there, unfortunately. Anyway, it is what it is. She'll get the roof on and the struts, and then I'll come back and I'll finish it off. That's what we've been working on.
Bit noisy around here. Bloody strimmer going.
So the wood floor, the wood base is, there was the only way to actually put that on. The frame what it was on had rotted away, so it had to do something. So anyway, it's there. We found the door thanks to Sue. She put it round the back of the shed and hid it, and we couldn't find it. We thought someone had pinched the bloody door, but the door and the roof hanger's there as well. So once Deborah's moved the paving stones to suit where she wants them, apparently they're going to put gravel in them gaps. I did have some 2 foot by 100 milli long pieces of concrete which would have finished it all off, but they don't want that. They're just going to put gravel in it. Anyway, I said to it, level the floor up and I'll come back over and I'll fix the greenhouse to the paving stones, and then you can do whatever you want to do with the rest of it. So that's what they're doing. And I tell you, I couldn't believe it. The greenhouse itself is 8'4" by 6'4". Who builds greenhouses 4 inches bigger? Normally a greenhouse is either 8 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot, but they're always like in feet, like 3 feet, 4 feet. They're not 4'4", and this greenhouse was 4'4" by 8'4". So yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Let's move into my front greenhouse. Now my front greenhouse needed cleaning up. It's like a jungle, and we need to move everything out of one side. In fact, we went in there to tidy it up. It was emotional doing it. We couldn't set the camera up in there because of where we had to put the bag, so I couldn't set the camera anywhere in there. But you're going to see before and after. So this is what the greenhouse looked like before. You're going to see what it looked like after we've actually cleaned it. Check this out.
Well, on today's itinerary, we're going to be taking all these tomatoes. Now they're all died back now, as you can see. We've had lots of tomatoes. There's a few tomatoes left there, a few cucumbers here dangling down. We'll take all this lot out. All this long gear's all got to come out. Now I can't really show you any filming in here because I'm stuck at the door now, and I need that bag to be at the door so we can clear it all. Now I'm going to move these cabbages out. I can't really move them chilies, but I'd love to move them. But we're going to have to do something. Then all these just unclip these canes and so just pull it all out. I'll be coming in here hard with the pruning shears because all this grapevine needs pruning. Well, there's 2 grapevines in here. Now this side's gone crazy. I'll be giving it a real good haircut. There's lots and lots of grapes on these ones. I can't really show you. If you look in there, you can see them. They're a different type of grape, and they're all there's piles of them. So I'll be getting rid of all them for my friends. The peppers, well, if I can't really get them out because they're all trapped in here. But I need to sort of work my way in. So what I'm going to do? Oh, you little bugger! Okay, I'm not doing nothing. Buttercup's landed. And she's landed on the bag. But yeah, all the grapes, we've got to give them a good haircut. It's not going to look much better, but it's going to take me about 2 weeks to get on top of everything here. But I want to do this side for sure. So that's what I'm going to be working on. So all this lot's got to be moved out. And I've got to find places. So what I'll do is I'll try and find the places for it all first. And then we'll come back and we'll get this done. So it looks like a plan. Well, it did look like a plan until Buttercup turned up and plonked a derriere down on the bag. Typical of her. Well, it looks a bit better. Got all the everything's put away now. All the clips are over there. All the stakes have been put away. We just got to wash all them halos there. We'll be putting the Christmas potatoes in here shortly. Some grapes there for people to take. I need to straighten up Manny. We'll do that when we take these chilies out of here. I think some of them are Scotch bonnets, the ones behind. There's some, I'm not too sure what variety of them. I think they're Golden California Wonder. We've got some jalapenos here. We've got there's some jalapenos there. What are they? Hot lemon. Them ones are hot lemon. Anyway, yeah, we cleared them all out, so the Christmas potatoes will be coming in here soon. Still got this lot to tidy up here, the chilies and what have you on this side. But I think the job what I wanted to do is this side. So happy days.
So we've actually cleared. We worked really hard in that greenhouse. We trimmed all the grapevine back. Give that a good tidied up. There's two grapevines in there. I'm going to do the other side when I can. When I've got a bit of time, we'll go in there. We'll tidy that up as well. There's lots and lots of grapes in there, and obviously there's chili peppers. But we wanted that space in that greenhouse clear because all will come clear at the end of the video. But what we're going to do now, we're going to jump from that. We're going to jump to. I wanted to make a frame for me. My front bed here next to where all my chairs are. When all my friends come down, we all sat and we giggle like little schoolgirls and laugh, and they're all swearing his heads off. So you got the idea, and I decided to build this thing. And what I didn't realise was, as soon as I started to get them jigsaws and get the grinders out and the drills out and everything else out, it would attract the wrong type. So I couldn't show me doing everything because once the drill's going, my mates all ascended. So obviously I couldn't use that recording. But anyway, I'm going to show you what we've done. You can see what we've done anyway. But we had to take a lot of the footage out because yeah, they've got potty mouths, a lot of them. Even the girls, potty mouths, a lot of them. And they know who they are. Well, today we're actually going to be putting a raised bed around this bed box in front of us. Now, I said I was going to do it last week. And basically, if you look to the right there, you can see that border there, which goes around the bed to define the bed. That's what we're going to do here. Now, I've got the wood at the back of the plot. We're going to get it in a moment. We'll get it down here, cut it to size, and then we're going to fit it. I don't know how long it's going to take me. But I do know we are actually going to get this bed done. I'm going to have to take these bits of wood which are around the edges away, remove them because they've all rotted down. We're going to take these this fencing away, this metal fencing. I'm not throwing it away because it's very expensive. 3 of them cost you 20 quid apparently. I was given 50 of them for nothing, so we're going to have to remove them as well. But before we do all that, we're jumping the gun. We need to go and get the wood. So let's go down to the back of the plot now, and we'll get these big long lengths of wood that I'm going to be cutting to size. So the wood in question is here, and it's quite long. I need 2 lengths of it. We might be able to get the size and the length out of it, so the width and the length out of just 2 of these. However, I have actually got more of this stuff smaller, so we have got enough to do it. These things are quite big. This was all free stuff, by the way. So this, we cut about 10 inches, we put a bit of an angle on it, and then we can screw the wood to this, and then we can make the frame, and we can also anchor them into the ground. I need 6 pieces, so I think I've got enough there. Right, I'm going to get these long planks up to the front of the plot, and then we can start cutting it. So before I start cutting things to size, what I need to do is do these pieces here, and these are going to go into the ground. The board sits on here like this, so I've just marked 2 out. I've got to do the rest in a second, but hopefully this little jigsaw will do the business. Probably going to run out of battery before I even get through to the first bloody cut. So I've got my 6 pieces, looks like buttercups, entertaining someone around the other side of the shed. I can hear a young voice. But anyway, we're going to crack on. Like I say, I've got these 6 here now. And what I'm going to do, I've got to cut them on an angle as well so I can bang them into the ground. So all we do here, get them like this. And do that last one. There we go. So we got them all. We got all 6 stakes that we're going to be using. Now I'm just going to tidy these bits of wood away, and then we'll continue cutting the long planks. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do the sides and the width in these. I might have to get a couple more, but this is the most important thing, getting these done first. Now all I've got to do now is hope I don't break the bloody blade like I did last time. I'll be saving these bits. Them bits, well, I don't know, they could come in handy, but I think this is the bits what we'll save. So this is the last cut that I need to do. So I don't need that anymore. We'll keep them 2. We could use them, and we could even use that. We could make a box out of that. You know, make some sort of box. We don't throw good wood away if we can help it. So now I've got the frame. What I need now is my drill and my screws. So the next thing on the list is putting these on. And we're going to set them flush here, and then this butts up to this edge here and goes down. So first things first, put a few screws in. perfectly square. That's why you can use a saw to get a 90-degree. Right. So that's that. That's the other one. That's the two widths, and then these are the lengths. So I have got two more to bang into the middle. So guys, the next thing I need to do is put these stakes in here and the board. Trouble is I've only got this. I don't know where my sledgehammer is. I will have a look in a minute, but what I've got to do is screw it all together first, and that's what I'm going to do. Well, I had to put the camera on hold because my mate come over, so I just realised something. I have to screw that board in there, that corner in, before I actually put in the ground, because I can't get the screws in because of the glass of the greenhouse. Now if I would have done it the other way, it wouldn't have been a problem, but it's just that corner. So I'm going to get my screwy gun and screw some old screws into it. We'll square the frame up and then we'll bang it into the ground. I still haven't found my sledgehammer. Oof. Well guys, it looks a bit better. Got a board around it now. I will give them a lick of paint in winter time. They are tannalised, so it's all tannalised wood what I'm using there, and I don't care if it rots. I will replace it with, at the end of the day, some scaffolding boards, but it just tidies it up. And when my friends are in, they're all sat on them benches, they want to see something nice in front of them. And it won't be long before all the daffodils and tulips will be coming up. I have noticed some of the calendula started to come through again. So, like I say, Christmas, it could be a few flowers there, but we're going to have a damn sight more daffodils and tulips when they come through. Right, job's a good one. Let's move on. So we got the frame built now, so what we're going to do is pile some of the, we've got a load of compost. There's that other compost bin what we've got to take out. There's lots of compost in there, so I'm going to be using a lot of that to top that bed up. Now in that bed at the moment it's a load of tulips and daffodils, and obviously you've got the calendula, so we're going to cover it The calendula will come through. The tulips and daffodils will come through at the end of the year. And what we've got more calendula, so we will self seed it. Well, we're going to seed, well, self seed. It's already self seed, but we will seed it again, just to make sure next year we get a beautiful display of calendula. Cause I do like that calendula; it's lovely. So we managed to get the bed in. Couldn't find the sledgehammer, but the ground's that soft. The stakes went into it pretty easily actually. So yeah, that's another one strike for me. Next clip I'm going to show you, I'm going to take on a walk around the plot. This is what my plot looks like at the moment. And when we get to the end of the plot, I was absolutely shocked when I was looking what I saw. Let me show you.
Well guys, thought we'd give you a bit of a walk around the plot, tell you what's happening. Well, the girls are quite happy over there. They just laid the eggs. I've just collected them. I just broke one of them. Bloody idiot I am. Dropped my flask on it. Anyway, we did have 6. We got 5 eggs to take home. I take 3 each day. We'll get more. This Jilby little pumpkins. Well, it's got lots of little pumpkins on them. I might offer these up for the barbecue what we're having on the allotments in a few weeks time, and see if they can make something with them. The Chinese girls is a whiz at the old pumpkins and what have you, and she's going to be the head chef. Sue, her name is Sue Chung, lovely girl. She made this awesome chicken curry with rice, and wow. She could make me hundreds of them if she wanted to. They were lovely. Moving on from my thoughts on the pumpkin. Well, these winter celery are not doing very clever at the moment. Do need a bit of weeding. We'll get in there shortly. The dailies are still putting on a fiery display. These are my misty day. We have actually got Edinburgh, and we've also got Doris Day there, a white flower around the other side. The corn's had a bit of a battering. Well, there's my phone giving it some. Yeah, the corn had a battering with that wind that we've had, but it's holding its own. This is not better. There's better stuff on the other side, but it's going to be a competition between me and the squirrels, I think, this year. There is some nice corn on there, and again, if they're ready for the barbie, we could be using them at the barbie on the allotment. Greenhouse is closed here, but we've just put some cabbages in there to get them out the front greenhouse. You probably noticed that you see in the video what we've been where they've come from, out the front greenhouse. Be putting more comfrey into this thing sooner rather than later. That comfrey there, that'd be the 4th. It could even be the 5th time this year we've harvested that comfrey, and we cut it right down so there's no leaves in the pots, and it comes back every time. It's just the plant that keeps on giving, and it sips into it, gets into it. There's the tap where we drain it from. I don't know where that's come from. I didn't even know it was there. Whatever it, I don't even know what it bloody is. It won't be there now. I know it's there. It'll probably be gone before the next episode. I was expecting to see all the apples off the apple trees all over the floor with the storms, but no, we come through them quite nicely. Little fig there's trying to come back. The dahlias are spent now. We'll be taking these out, or taking the tops off them anyway. We've got to do, all these beds have all got to be tidied up. All these lilies have got to be cut to the ground. We never take them out, we just cut them straight back to the ground, and then next year they come again. They're all around this bed. As you know, we've built this bed. We've added, we're going to be adding more compost into here shortly. We got some strawberries there in that raised bit. However, there's a load of daffodils and tulips in there, so what I probably will do is take them out and put them into pots then, and then we'll put some compost in there, let the tulips come through, and then we'll put them back next year. Does that's what I might do. There's Buttercup in the greenhouse over there, fast asleep on a mat on the compost. And well, I'll show you in the video what we've been doing, but we've actually cleared one side of the front greenhouse out as well. You've probably already seen it, so you know, pointless talking about it really. I say we've only just finished sorting the front greenhouse out, and then yeah, when I dropped the bloody flask on one of my eggs, so I've got 5 eggs left in there now. Typical. I've just been munching on one of them little diva cucumbers, so that's gone. Still got lots of tomatoes in here. Buttercup crashed out just behind some styrofoam. We're going to be putting that on the floor or underneath that box there. It's like a thermal blanket from the ground, because we'll be putting Buttercup's bed back in here in about 2 months' time, when it starts to get really cold. That's another job I've got to do, split my garlic. I've got more garlic to put in there from home, so I'll be bringing them up probably tomorrow, and then over the week we might split them up. Some nice apples there. The grapes, we've been giving all the grapes away. They've almost gone in here. There's a few left in this greenhouse, but the greenhouse is shut, so I can't show you. I can't believe I washed the car today, and then the bloody Buttercup, first thing she does, jumps on the roof. Unbelievable. And it was a 20 quid car wash as well. Won't do that again. Bloody wash, the thing stopped 3 times while I was in it. Anyway, this apple trees, we did a bit of pruning here this week. We've not done much pruning, but again, the apples are not very good here. We may even take this apple tree out eventually, because we've got an identical one over there. Strawberries are doing wonderful there. There's actually some strawberries in there. You can see a few flowers on as well. This sedum's starting to fly. Always flowers this time of year, and it gives a lovely display. Again, we expected all these apples here to be all on the floor. Like I said, we was having 50-60 mile an hour gusts of wind. I mean, I don't know if this camera's picking them up. It's very dark here, and this is a GoPro, by the way, I'm using. Again, these apples are really nice apples. I mean, look at them, perfect. Some bramleys there. More celery here. And this sweet corn here is doing quite well. However, one of our friends have returned, and it's already had a munch on one of the corn, so we'll have to keep an eye on them. We've had a few cabbage out of here. I do need to tidy this lot up now. Again, I need to do some weeding in this bed. I have noticed my lettuce have blown over there, so the chickens will eat every last one of them. Unfortunately, I took my eye off the ball, and they've blown, but it is what it is. Some Brussels sprouts there, doing all right. Again, you see these weeds, we need to get in here and do the weeding. This is particularly pleasing. These 4 buckets here now, you've seen me plant them last week, and if you look closely, there's one, there's the other one just coming up. These ones are already up there. You know, planted these 7 inches down, you know, again here, over there, and again, and over there. So yeah, the potatoes are up after a week. That is incredible. Now these are going into the front greenhouse. When they get about a foot tall, 1.5 foot tall, any more than that, and when we move them we could damage them, so we need to do it when they're a certain size. But I'm leaving them out here now to get the full sun, and obviously we've got a watering can there to water them, and they're doing really well. So that chicken manure what we mix with the compost here worked wonderful. 1 week them potatoes have grown, I think, 8 or 9 inches. Got to remember, from where I planted them, down in the about 2/3 of the way down in the pot, they've come all the way up and poking out the end. So there's a nice result. Strawberries up there. There's some strawberries still coming on these. There's one there, just not ripe yet. marigolds up here. Oh, so let's knock that over. We've been utilising this wood. In fact, I might need a piece of that wood to build a door case over the other side of the allotments. I don't know if I'm going to do it next week. It all depends on how I feel, really. So yeah, the paths are nice and clear here. My mate Georgie went up this path to kill the mare's tail using, I think it was curtail that he used. Oh, by the way, inside there's a load of parsnips, and over the other side's a load of carrots. And he did this side as well. He sprayed all the way along this edge. This is where this mare's tail is, and it's basically to stop it from going onto my plot. I've been fighting it for years and years, and anyway, he's got this stuff and he's treated it, so hopefully it takes it out. I hope he doesn't take me bloody fern out. I'll kill him if he has. He did spray just this edge here. You see, if you look on my side how it's clear, and you look on this side, you can see it here. Anyway, he's treated it. So that's it, that's what the plot looks like. I'll see you in a moment over there. So the plot is actually, at the moment, it's ticking away just nicely. We've got to do a lot of pruning, there's a lot of cleaning to do. We've been doing that off camera, most of it. There's still a hell of a lot to do, and I'll show you me doing some of that next week anyway. But when we got down to them spuds, I couldn't believe it. We've only planted them last week, and we planted them this deep, and then you got this much coming out at the top of them already. Incredible, absolutely incredible. So that chicken manure is pretty good stuff, isn't it? Mixing. And now the compost that we mixed it with was the compost which we've already used this year with the potatoes. We used some of that compost which we grew the first lot of potatoes. We've used it again, and they're flying away. So what we've got to worry about really is blight and the frost. So we're going to leave them out there for a couple more weeks. When it starts to cool down and we start to get colder nights, then I'm going to bring the potatoes into the front greenhouse, and that is the reason why the front greenhouse, we cleared it. You can hear it's raining there. It's been like that since about 9 o'clock this morning. We got around the car boots, it was okay. We got to here and it started raining, and it hasn't stopped. It's been raining for over an hour really. Buttercup, she's quite happy. She's, like I say, I'd give her a good brushing before. Tidied her up for the start of the video, but yeah, she scrubbed up really well. We managed to get that. She managed to actually, we got that worming tablet into her, guys. She did eat it, so we didn't have to go with the drops on the back of the net. Yeah, I watched her. She ate it and she went like that, it all shakes. So she's been wormed. We've got to do the old. She's not got a flea on her, so I don't really need to do a flea, but it might be wise just to put flea drops on her as well. I have to tell everybody on the allotments, do not touch Buttercup, do not treat her with anything. If you're going to treat her with anything, you speak to me first, because if I find out anyone's been messing about with her, it won't end well. Seriously. She's my cat. As simple as that. And the proof of the pudding is a cat goes where it wants to go, and she's lived with me in this greenhouse for almost 4 years now, maybe even more. So there you go. Right, we're going to leave it there. I'm going to head off and try and get this video edited. I know it's going to be a long one, but we've been doing a lot of work this week, and hopefully next week it won't be as big, and we'll show you them coins next week. If I could squeeze them in at the end of the video, I will do, but I doubt it very much, so don't expect any coins at the end of here. But that's it for now. Stay safe and keep warm. I'll see you next week. Bye for now, folks.